Hello and welcome guys to this video. In this video basically I just want to address the absolute imperativeness and severity of anti-anxiety medication, benzodiazepine, withdrawal, and the fact that it exists and how bad it really is. And I'm just making a testimony to basically warn other people that it was I'd have to say it's the worst mistake of my life. And me abusing anti-anxiety medication and having a withdrawal from it, and it's changed my course of my life, and I don't know if I'll ever be the same from it. And I've experienced things that no human should experience, and I hope no human would have to experience. They probably are, but I've experienced things that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy, and that's the absolute truth. No matter what a person could do to you in this life, you won't wish this on them, because it is hell. It's a glimpse into hell. It's a taste of hell. And if you're unlucky enough like me, you might bring something back from there, which is tormenting me to this day, 4 years later. So basically, this is a warning to anyone that's considering using anti-anxiety medication to deal with their anxiety. Please do not get addicted to this. Always, if you are going to use these, seek medical professional help with it, and seek multiple people's opinions. Do not let any single one person's opinion. If it seems dangerous, don't let it dictate how you approach this medication. I don't think anyone should use it personally. I think you should just use supplements, diet, exercise, and I would ultimately say the cure for that is finding Jesus, finding God, because He will give you a peace beyond understanding, which nobody else can. Nothing or nobody else can give you that lasting peace, and a comfort and a security like He can. But it took me to going through hell, at least an experience of hell, a form of it, a level of it, before I ended up finding Him, which I don't wish on anyone. And this is why I'm making testimony. Please do not go cold turkey off any anti-anxiety medication. If you can avoid it, avoid benzodiazepines, any anti-anxiety medication at all costs. If you can, if you are addicted to them, taper slowly. Get help. Get a medical professional to help you with it. Do not cold turkey this stuff. It can change your life forever. It can mess you up forever, and it can be the consequences are devastating, and I mean worse than death. And I mean that truly, worse than death. You'd be wishing for it. There's a possibility that you'd prefer that, and I know I'm an example of that. And your mental health, your mind, it's your soul, it's precious. Do not take it for granted. Do not risk using drugs. seeking pleasures and escapism through drugs, particularly drugs that have extremely devastating consequences. Supplements, exercise, community, finding a church, finding Jesus. They are solutions. They're true, lasting solutions to pain, CPTSD, trauma, anxiety, depression. They are true, lasting remedies. Anti-anxiety medication is a quick fix. It's a high. You if you're an addictive personality, you're likely to chase the dragon, and the calm down is so much worse and longer lasting than the high. It is absolutely not worth it by any stretch of the imagination. I can't even put into words. I can't even just barely describe how bad it is and how much of a regret it is. It's if I knew what I knew now, I would look at benzodiazepines or any form of anti-anxiety medication with like PTSD, severe, like that. I would even go as far as, in my mind, demonize it as I say it is literally. It needs to be. It's evil, an evil drug, I'd go as far as saying that, and whoever made it, I'd probably say they are as well. Maybe they're not. Maybe that's going too far, but it's if anyone knew the consequences of it and then were giving them out freely to people, and unsupervised, or even just the fact that you're making such a thing, I just can't see. I mean, of course, it's down to people's it's our individual responsibility not to use these things, but the risk of having these things out of people that have got ADHD, or they're traumatized, they have lack of impulse control, the ability for severe harm with these things. Realistically, ethically, I don't think they should exist. I don't think they should be being sold to people or being available to people. But that's in hindsight for me. I was one of these people, prideful, and thought, everyone should be able to have everything. It's down to everyone's responsibility, freedom to do everything, which, to a degree, I still agree with to some degree, but I also agree that things like this, these things should not be available to humans. They shouldn't have been made. I don't believe that. It's just it's hard for me not to see it. It's in a sinister light that something seemingly innocuous can cause such horrific damage, potentially permanent damage, and yeah, it's beyond, like, it's so unfathomable how bad these things are, and for someone to be able to experience that, like that someone actually created that, like, I just have to think it is negligence. But my overall point is, to anyone that's maybe considering using them or is using them, please get off them. Do not use them ever, unless you're supervised by someone who knows what they're doing with them. And please find any alternative to using them. If you have anxiety, just deal with the anxiety, because I promise you it could be so much worse, so much worse. You can use L-theanine. There are natural ways, there's supplemental ways to deal with anxiety, but to use something like this is just, you're asking for disaster in the long run. So yeah, this is my my testimony. I mean, I'm still going through 4 years. 4 years later, I'm still struggling. Possibly permanent brain damage, demonic activity. Shattered my my aura, damaged my mind so badly. Left myself PTSD, extreme PTSD, scarred possibly for life. And without Jesus, I didn't just know where I'd be. Yeah, this is a double testimony. Give your life to God, give your life to Jesus, and stay away from anti-anxiety medication. Let him be your anti-anxiety medication. Let him be your anxiolytic therapist, physician, psychologist. Let him work with you and deal with you, because he knows you more intimately than anyone ever will, and he's been through the darkest times of you, whether you know or not. Good luck, God bless, and please take what I've said seriously. All the best. Peace.